I have learnt lots of things about my music video from audience feedback. From showing my music video in class, I gained primary feedback from the discussion we had afterwards, which was good and bad, and about what could be improved. Things that people said that were good and enjoyed my music video was the location suited the song. So the location was a good choice as it fits with the song and it makes it flow better, which is important. Another good point was using lots of vague added mystery and makes a better tone that's appropriate for the song. This feedback shows that I successfully created Enigma codes in my music video, and the fades were used to full effect and suitably. Feedback of my bad points were in contrast to the good points, being it may have been more exciting with a different location we used as it was kept the same. I didn't change my music video because of this feedback, as even though I got a negative feedback, I also got good feedback, and I feel using the same location for this song is better in some ways. For example, creating Enigma code. Feedback for improving my video were to use different locations. I can take this comment on board for future projects, as I agree that it may be more interesting for the audience. However, using the same location for this song I feel was appropriate. I also carried out a questionnaire so I could get feedback from people about all of my products. I asked 20 people after watching my music video and looking at my ancillary text. Questions about my music video included: what would you score my music video overall on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being bad and 10 being excellent? The results from this questionnaire were 2 people scored 6, 5 people scored 7, 9 people scored 8, 3 people scored 9, and 3 people scored 10. I didn't really learn much from this feedback, as it was quite a general question, but I'm pleased with the results as it shows that everyone enjoyed my music video, and even 3 people thought it was excellent. Another question was, what was the best part of my music video? Some of the comments from the questionnaire were use of different shots, the way it's been edited, and the song. I learned from this feedback the strong points of my music video and what I'm good at, including choosing shots to film and choosing which to include and edit. Another question was, what would you change/improve about my music video? Comments I got from this question was, use less fade to blacks, use different locations, more close-up may make it more personal for the audience. I learned from this feedback again that the locations may be making the music video more exciting, and some people may not like the use of fade to black, as it's not the usual convention for real music video. However, I feel it fitted in with my choice of song, and I wouldn't change it. There were several people who mentioned using more close-ups, as this may have improved my music video by making it more personal and identifiable for the audience. I take on the feedback, and if I was to make another music video, then I would include more close-ups. I think if I was to include more close-ups, it would also make it more emotional, as you can tell a lot more from someone's face and emotions, and they can put that across. The final question about my music video was, on a scale of 1 to 10, how effective is your music video to you and your age group? The results from this question were 4 people scored 5, 4 people scored 6, 6 people scored 7, and 2 people scored 8, and 1 person scored 9, and 3 people scored 10. I learned from this feedback that my music video could be effective for this age group. I learned from another question that one way I could have made my music video more effective for the age group was to use different locations. I think it would have made it more appealing, as age group by question is used to seeing real music videos with high budgets, so able to have lots of locations from remote and extravagant places, making music videos more visually exciting. Questions about my digipack included, what would you score my digipack overall on a scale of 1 to 10? The results from this question were 6 people scored 7, 7 people scored 8, 3 people scored 9, and 4 people scored 10. From this feedback, I learned that people thought my digipack was good and liked the overall design of it. Another question was, what was the best part of my digipack? Some of the comments on this question were the photo used for the front cover, front and cover of the artist's name and colour scheme. I learned from this feedback that my digipack was well received from the audience. There was a popular comment about the front cover picture showing that it was a good choice of photo, as it's the first thing you see, it's the biggest element of the digipack. Also, the album name was done well, and the blue colour scheme was the right choice, as lots of people feedback said that it was the best part. Another question was, what would you change / improve about my digipack? The comments I got from this question were more pictures on the inside of the digipack, different backgrounds for back page, and more information on the inside. From this feedback, I learnt the inside of my digipack would be better if I put more pictures and information, as it was lacking some. When I made the digipack, I wanted to keep it simple so it wouldn't overwhelm the audience. However, from the questionnaire, I've learnt that the audience wants more pictures and information, which is understandable as digipacks have a higher price, so they expect more. So if I was to make another digipack, I'd include more on the inside. Another question was, on a scale of 1 to 10, how effective is my digipack to you and your age group? The results from this question were 2 people scored 4, 2 people scored 5, 2 people scored 6, 2 people scored 3, 3 people scored 7, 1 person scored 8, 3 people scored 9, and 5 people scored 10. I've learnt from this feedback my digipack was more effective than my music video, and I'm very pleased that my digipack scored 5 people saying it's extremely effective, as this is what you'd see on the shelf, so the audience is more likely to buy it, especially as participants were part of the target audience. Questions about my magazine advert for the digipack include what would you score my magazine advert for my digipack overall on a scale of 1 to 10. The results from this question were 2 people scored 4, 3 people scored 6, 4 people scored 7, 6 people scored 8, 2 people scored 9, and 3 people scored 10. The results showed that my magazine advert was also liked by my audience and scored high for the magazine advert as well as the other products. Another question was, what was the best part of my magazine advert? Comments from this question were the background image, using the same font and colour as digipack, and that it was kept simple and effective. I've learnt from this feedback that keeping the same font and colour text, and even though I used a different picture of the same thing for my magazine advert, it was effective. Also, keeping the advert simple means it was effective, as the audience gets the key information without being overloaded with writing. Another question was, what would you change / improve about my magazine advert? Comments from this question were, make album name clearer, make artist name clearer and background lighter, and the words may stand out more. I've learnt from this feedback that my album name and artist wasn't clear or big enough. It is important to make them clear, as if someone sees the advert, they're likely to look for it, and will be able to find the album, as they can't read the artist's name. It also needs to be clear straight away, as people may not spend time looking at the advert. If it was hard to make another magazine advert, I would make sure that the important information was clear enough. Another question was, on a scale of 1 to 10, how effective is my magazine advert to you and your age group? The results from this question were 2 people scored 3, 1 person scored 4, 3 people scored 5, 4 people scored 6, 3 people scored 7, 2 people scored 8, 2 people scored 9, and 3 people scored 10. I learnt from this feedback that my magazine advert for the digipack was not as effective as my other products. The reason for this may be the album name and the artist was not clear or big enough, making the advert not effective as an advert. However, some people still thought it was effective, as 3 participants scored 10, so they thought it was extremely effective. So I'm pleased with my magazine advert, as it was still successful and the picture was interesting and eye-catching.